Hey, good morning. Welcome to Brunch with Brian, your fun real estate weekday live stream. Today's lesson is going to be about succeeding despite any conditions. The reason I bring that up is kind of windy and crazy out here today. It's actually a little chilly. It's starting to get a little cold here in Arizona. And so it's very windy, and we live right by the park. So you got all kinds of stuff from plants flying all over, and we got the wind. So it's exciting. So our affirmations are going to have to do with our lesson today. And I'm going to get into what you need to do when you're in a state of when you're facing obstacles in the real estate investing and in life. But let's go with our awesome affirmations. And today it's, today I fight to reach my goals no matter the conditions. Let's start with no matter the conditions, I fight to reach my goals. Okay, let's do that one. No matter the conditions, I fight to reach my goals. 1, 2, 3. No matter the conditions, I fight to reach my goals. All right, let's do that one again. No matter the conditions, I fight to reach my goals. And sometimes, no matter the conditions, I want you to get started. And that's the other thing. People sometimes, and I'm guilty of this for sure, I'm a perfectionist. So I feel like things have to be perfect sometimes and not gale of force winds out here. So start no matter the conditions. So there may be things. Now, I don't know where you're at right now. Have you done all the basic setup? Do you have your LLCs? Do you have your EIN number and your articles of organization? You took them down to the bank. You opened your bank account. You've got your good name picked out that sounds like a good real estate management company that has houses or properties or real estate in the name. And you're rocking and rolling, and now you got to make some marketing decisions, and you got to see what you're going to do to find people, and you're going to set up your systems and all that. So any of those things, guys, there's never going to be a perfect time to do anything of all that's getting set up. Or, hey, I want to do a new marketing campaign. I want to do a new Facebook campaign. I want to do some letters. Whatever it is, it's never the perfect time. Oh, I have all this going on. I have all this going on. Hey, just do it, because there's never going to be a perfect time. You're always going to face adverse conditions. Let's do one more affirmation. I can overcome any obstacle. I just like that one. I can overcome any obstacle. Okay, let's do that one again. I can overcome any obstacle. That's right. So despite adverse conditions, you can fight your way through. Okay, so conditions are never perfect. Now, in terms of national days, guys, we'd like to honor the special days of the day. Pearl Harbor, obviously. This day gets a pretty bad rap by who? FDR. You guys know, what year was this? I'll toss our history quiz today. What year was Pearl Harbor? Well, I can tell you the date, and it got a bad rap in FDR's speech. That's Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He said, December 7th, in the year, a date which will live in infamy. So December 7th kind of gets a bad rap. But it's also letter writing day, which I love. And can you guys write a letter today? Could you write a letter today to somebody, or write a letter to yourself? Here's a really cool little exercise. Yikes, it's windy. Here's a cool exercise. Write a letter to your future self. Or, this is even better, think of yourself as your future self 1 year from now, and write a letter to yourself today. What would you a year from now say to yourself today in that letter? Letters are very cool. I've written a lot of really important letters in my life, and nowadays it's pretty much emails, but that's a letter, an email letter. So letter writing is a lost art, and it can be done for pleasure and business. And but letter writing is key. I should have taught something about letter writing, because I'm really good at it. But I'll tell you what, here's what you want to do with the letter writing is just if you spend enough time, that's really the key. Okay, now it's other days. Cotton Candy Day. Don't go out and eat a bunch of cotton candy. But Civil Aviation Day, Walt Disney Day, and Illinois Day. Both my folks are from Chicago area originally, so Illinois was something. Okay, I got one more history quiz for you. You're never going to get this. The birth of plastic. What year do you think that was? The first year somebody patented this thing called Bakelite. He figured out how to make plastic. Okay. All right, guys. So the lesson today, like I said, conditions are never perfect, and you just have to jump into action. Now, I went through some of the steps that you would do to start your real estate investing business, but other things that happen that are significant that are never going to be the perfect time to do are hiring somebody, getting an acquisitionist. A lot of our people in our mastermind group are doing that. A lot of our students are doing that. So you may not know if it's the right time or not. The conditions might not be perfect, but I'll tell you, that's a huge move, a big step up when you hire an acquisitionist. And you don't necessarily have to have done a bunch of deals. I'll tell you, I hired my first person right when I came out of Ron's boot camp 17, 18 years ago. I hired someone right away and got going with that right away. So the conditions were never perfect. I just want to give one last shout out to Harry Chapin's birthday is today. What's he famous for? Who knows the famous song of Harry Chapin? I definitely will go back and do all these trivia because we've got 3 now. Harry Chapin was famous for what song? And he was a really active political activist. I mean, not politically, he was helping people and doing a lot of cool things. And he passed away. I don't know if you know this, but Harry Chapin got in a really bad car accident and died. And he was only 39. That's very sad. And it's Larry Bird's 64th birthday today. Now, I always like to, when we give somebody a shout out on their birthday, we got to look at them as either a role model or an object lesson. Larry Bird's a great role model. Here's the cool thing about Larry is he just seemed very cool. He didn't get real, he didn't lose his cool, and he stayed calm and collected in crisis. So that's a cool thing about Larry Bird. Obviously, he's a famous player for the Celtics and won some championships. Okay, so, we got to do our deep breathing in that. Let's tell, so guys, in honor of Letter Writing Day, I know my hair is crazy today with all the wind. In honor of Letter Writing Day, what starts with E, ends with E, and contains only one letter? Begins with E, ends with E, and only holds one letter. What is it? Envelope. Hey, that's a pretty good one. Envelope. I went into the post office the other day. Actually, I was getting all of our Christmas, trying to get all of our Christmas stuff out. And I had a bunch of letters and cards, and I brought all of them in. And it was like 100 of them. And I bought 100 stamps. And I said, no, am I supposed to stick all these on myself? And he said, no, stick them on the envelopes. All right, that's another good one. So now we're smiling. Everybody's got a big smile. And let's do our deep breathing. Ready? Deep breath in. Hold it a second and let it go. Okay, another deep breath in. Oh, that's a good one. Hold it a little bit and now let's relax on that one. Kind of roll your shoulders. You know, that's where you hold a lot of tension, your neck. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, roll it around that way and that way. Okay, one more deep breath in. Always a big smile. Hold it a second. All right, great. Good job, guys. I'm going to leave you with a smile. Great brunch with Brian. Going to have a great week today. Here's our trivias, remember. What year was, everybody, that's kind of a pretty significant one. And Steven Spielberg even made a movie about it. What year? 1941. 1941. Hi, Sadie. Who wants a pet? So, and then what other year? The year plastics was invented was 1909. 1909. Nobody's going to get that one. Was anybody even close? Okay. And what was Harry Chapin's famous song? I love this song. And yes, it's a song. It's probably the most famous song about a father and son relationship. And that's such a great song. And it was called Cats in a Cradle. And you know what? I got to tell you this. That was the first, my first 2 singles, and this is how we bought them back in those days when this actually came out. Yes, that's how old I am. And I bought these singles. I used to be a DJ and I used to play singles and go out and do dances and stuff. But I bought this, my first 2 were Terry Jacks' Seasoned in the Sun. That was a great one. And Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. I bought them at Target. for 99 cents each. So that was a really significant thing. And I brought them home, played them on the record player, and I played Cats in the Cradle for my dad. So we never got along that great with my dad, but that was a moment. That actually was a pretty good moment. So, all right, guys. So special Brunch with Brian today. Go listen to Cats in the Cradle. Tell Siri, hey, play me, Alexa, play Cats in the Cradle and by Harry Chapin. That's a great song. That's a great song. That's my assignment for today. And my other assignment for today is get started or do something no matter the conditions. It's not perfect, and it's not perfect right now, and we're dealing with crazy conditions. Just take some action and start something today. All right? Till next time, see you tomorrow at this time. Until next time, keep expecting success and keep taking